Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be showing you how students can utilize a timeline tool in the classroom for a study guide, or could be known as a review timeline. So to start out, students will need to have a Google account to use TimelineJS. To do so, they need to go to google.com, and on the top right corner is a link called +U, and after clicking on that link, it will lead them to the assignment page. Students will create an account by clicking on the link provided on the screen, conveniently right there. It varies from teachers at this point. While some have students use their real names, I personally have them use their creative me names that we have previously made up with Writer's Workshop at the beginning of the year. This is to protect their identity and for their safety. After entering their names, there will be this current email address right here. Have them click on this I would like a new Gmail address, and you can have them do their first and last name and then their favorite number. It's just easier for them to remember. Next, they'll create their own password and confirm that password and make sure that they are writing this information down in their writer's journals, the email and the password, so they can remember it. After that, there's going to be their birth date, that they can enter their real one, and then their gender. The mobile phone option can be completely skipped, which is awesome. And then your current email address. This is where I have them put the teacher's address in case they lose their password, notebook. It goes directly to the teacher's email, and then they can get their a new password back. And then this verification comes up, the CAPTCHA, and students will write what they see in the CAPTCHA. For example, it's going to be the 3002. They would put there. Next, they're going to click on this I agree, terms of service, and then the next step. They'll come to this page, which is a filler. They don't have to do it right now, so I would just have them click the no thanks to continue on. After they're done, they'll have this welcome page, and their new email address will be right there. After that, you're going to have them go to TimelineJS, the home page, and to make the timeline now, there's that convenient little button right there, so they're going to click on that, and then it's going to scroll down the page until it comes to this area. It will do it automatically, which is awesome. It's on a spreadsheet-based form, so they're going to click on this spreadsheet template, which will bring them to this awesome sample page that was made by Zach Wise, the creator of this. So they're going to click on this Use the Template button to start their timelines. These pop-ups are going to come up. Just have them dismiss them. It's just filler information in case they haven't used it before. Right here, there's going to be this title they're going to want to enter, and so go ahead, they can click on that area right there, and it will bring up this little pop-up. So they can delete the text that's in there and then put in what the title is. For example, this is for a science class, so science at 9:45 p.m. or a.m. and that will work. And then they click OK. So the timeline is how it's created is that each column is a new date. So when they want to enter information, they could, for a study guide, they click on the date the class was, and so here's an example. So it was a lesson 1 on November 26th. They can either put the information in the actual blue box or in the white information bar up here. Either way, it works. Next, they're going to want to do a headline, and this is the lesson that was presented. So for the science class, it was about water cycles. So they could put water cycle in the blue box or up here again, same as where they put the lesson. And then in the text area, this is where they could put their notes, or where they put questions that were asked throughout class, and then their answers. So where is water found on Earth, example, and then they could put their answer next to it. At times, the text is going to be way too long for their boxes. So up here between the lines, there's a little blue bar that appears that has a double arrowhead on it, and they can click and drag that blue bar to make it go either way to make the text fit in the box. And then students can also next have an option to put in a media file. So if you showed them a YouTube video, or if they want to add a YouTube video to help them remember or have more extra notes, they could put this media file right there. So to do that, students will need to go to the actual YouTube website, and there's the share button that's below the video. If they click on that, it will bring up this how to share option, and they just need to copy this HTML URL and then place it into that box right here. And they need to give media credit, of course, so they can remember who did it, and if they need to find it again, it's right there, the name is. Also, there will need to be a caption of what the video is about, which makes it really easy for note-taking as well. Next, students can add a comment to their information or notes. So there's a little comment button right there that's really easy. So what they need to do is they need to click on the box they want to add a comment to, and then click on that little icon again. And it'll bring up this little area right here, and students can type in what they thought about it or more information about it. And then when they're done, they just need to click on that little comment box. So at the end, it looks like this. It's still highlighted, and they thought it was interesting that so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. Next, you're going to want to publish this so they can view it. So they're going to want to click on the file, and then it'll drop down, and there will be this publish to the web. They're going to want to click on the publish to the web, and it'll bring up this little pop-up box. Make sure that this is checked so that no matter if they make changes or not, it's continually being published. And then after that, it will be the start publishing button that they will click. So it will be published to the web. Students can then close this, so that is done. And then students will want to be able to share that information. So they're going to want to click on the share button, and this will pop up, and they're going to want to click on this little link icon, and it will turn green, as you see here. And then they're going to want to have this option so anyone can view the link. It will be public. So they're going to click on that, and then there's going to be this more option. They're going to want to click on the more, and then there's the public on the web. So they're going to want to push on that and then save to do that. Which brings it to this page, and you can see that anyone on the internet can find and view, and they're going to click done. So after they log off and they want to log back in to continue their projects, they're going to go onto the email sign-in page and put in their information, the email address, and the password. And then next to it, there's these little tiny boxes that look like a Rubik's Cube almost. And this is where all the applications are on Google. So they're going to click on that, which brings up this. And their spreadsheets are going to be stored in the drive. So they're going to click on the drive, which will bring up this little page. And right there is the science class spreadsheet that they have been working on. So they're going to click on that to edit or put in more information. Make sure your students are always signing out when they leave for the day, so no other students can get into their stuff and mess things up. Now, to put this all onto the school blog or the classroom blog, whichever you prefer as a teacher, you're going to place a URL link right here. And to do so is back in the Publish to the Web option under File in the spreadsheet. Right down here is this little HTML code. And it does go further up, so they're going to highlight every link that's in this box. And they're going to click right and copy it. Then they're going to go back to this one and put it in here. And that will make sure that it can be seen as on a web page. And then down below on step 4 is this embedded code to your website. So they're going to want to copy all of this from the little arrow to the little arrow over here and copy it to the school blog, which you can use WordPress. That's the one I tried and it works just fine for them to use. And this will help them be able to go back and review it through their class website. And that is the end of the presentation. It's pretty self-explanatory and gives them a good way to study for stuff. And it's mobile, so it's on the go. They can review the timeline on the cell phone. I think it's an awesome use of a tool, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.